Welcome back everyone to Piney Plays the Burglar, and today we are here in the Chamber of Leadership in the 21st Hall, where I'm sure Burglar has another nice suggestion for sending me out on a fool's errand.
You've done well.
Thank you for your service. I don't like it that there are so many orcs in Moria, but I am particularly troubled by the presence of those of the White Hand. Either they followed us somehow, or they were here first. Neither of these possibilities bodes very well for my folk. Very well, let's see. Orc Hunters Ring. Alright, I'll just take the axe for money.
You should help my dwarves unearth the buried chamber of records.
The White Hand will have to wait, Petronella, because Roar has sent me word that he wants your help. You remember Roar, don't you? He supervised the opening of the Holing Gate, and has a very high opinion of you, as do we all, of course. His team of workers have been excavating the Chamber of Mazarbul, the Chamber of Records, located just north of the 21st Hall and on the right. Walk there and speak with Roar about the task he has for you. We will discuss the White Hand problems upon your return. Alright, I suppose I can do that. Before we head to the Chamber of Mazarbul, we should check out this riddle. A riddle. Dwarf walketh over, dwarf walketh under. In time of war, dwarf burneth asunder. And of course, the object there is to figure out the riddle there. Twister Tongue's little riddle that we have in there, and these are scattered all over the place. I think this is the first one we've encountered because we still haven't gone into the Silvertine City, which is the location of the first of those riddles. Right now, we need to head into the Chamber of Mazarbul, which has the answer to this riddle, which is why I made sure I picked that up first. You have discovered the Chamber of Mazarbul. Actually, before we speak with him, we could look at what our choices here. Now, do you walk over or under a cup? Of course not. Do you walk over or under steps? Well, you may walk over footsteps, but you certainly don't walk under them. How about a bridge? You can walk over a bridge, you can walk under a bridge, and in a time of war, you break down a bridge. I'm not too sure about burning it asunder. I suppose if it were a wooden bridge, but dwarves usually build stone bridge. Of course, this is the answer, but let's see what the other choices are. A horn. You're certainly not going to walk over or under a horn. A sand timer, likewise. A leaf. Looks a bit like a maple leaf. Like a sugar maple leaf? Now, tell me, how often will you find sugar maples in Middle-earth? It just sounds a little out of place to find sugar maples in Middle-earth, but that's just me, perhaps. Shield? Obviously not. You can walk under the sun, but I doubt you're going to walk over the sun. And you certainly aren't going to go around burning the sun, because that's a pretty big source of fire. So this and a tree. You may walk under the branches of a tree, but walking, especially a dwarf walking over a tree? No, of course not. That would be ridiculous. And so, of course, these chests up here. That's, are those supposed to be coffins then? Maybe. Or actually records. I guess records of chests. Chests of records. There you go. Riddles of the Tomb completed. But now that we had that little distraction, let's speak with War here. Hello.
Something collapsed the roof of this chamber. I know not what.
There you are, Petronella. I have some work for you if you don't mind getting your hands dirty. This place was called the Chamber of Mazarbul because it once stored important records of its day. At some point during the long years that Moria stood empty, the ceiling seems to have collapsed. As you can see, the whole room has been filled with rubble and debris. We're trying to search through the debris for anything of interest we could find. Help my dwarves with this task and bring anything noteworthy. Something over the long years collapsed the ceiling. I'm sure there are plenty of things. I mean, it couldn't be anything like a Balrog. Find a damaged book. Okay, that's useful. Oh, like a Balrog and a wizard facing off each other in here or anything like that. Couldn't be anything like this. Yeah, I know Gandalf held the door there. I think he got a glimpse of the Balrog or something like this, but yeah, he sort of had a bit of a glance in here. So yeah, they didn't actually have their big fight here, of course. They had their big fight. Well, you'll see later on where they had their big fight when you... Did we find Durance Bane yet? I can't remember whether or not we've done that part yet. Well, whatever. Let's go and turn this book into Burglar. I found the book.
I cannot bear to read this book.
This is the Book of Mazarbul, and it seems to contain a record of Balin's settlement. It is grim reading, Petronella. If you'll be so good to bring it to my cousin Bosi, he will want to see it. He has always had more of a stomach than I for records such as this. I do not want to read of their horrific end. It is enough for me to know that they are dead. Bosi is in the chamber of crossroads in Duran's Way, north of the Great Delving. Okay, let us speak with Bosi then and see what he has to say about this book. We found this book in the chamber of Mazarbul. It's not exactly pleasant reading from what I hear.
This looks to be grim reading, but I will do so from the beginning.
This is a record of Balin's expedition, and tells of their unhappy end. At least we now know what befell our kin in Moria. Black pit indeed, or so it seems in my grief. I will read it from the beginning, but in the meantime I would have your help in another matter, so that I may devote my attention to this. And what is that?
The dwarves of my expedition are getting restless.
One of my dwarves, a miner by the name of Swina, has taken upon himself to attack the goblins as the Silvertine loads. He has the strength of limb to match his headstrong nature, but there are too many goblins in that place for him to conquer alone. But no, he didn't leave for Gamifilik, for he went somewhere else. He believes the goblins have a home in the waterworks, and I heard him vow to follow the mining tracks on the road through the Silvertine lodes down to the flooded deeps themselves. Yeah, but there are other people already down there at the rotting cellar. Look to the southernmost tracks of your map, and you'll find Swina searching for goblins. I will continue to read through the Book of Mazarbul, Petronella, but you must journey to the reachers of the Silvertine lode and dissuade Swina from his foolhardy mission. I do not doubt that he will slay many goblins, but he will not know when to retreat. You must find him and rescue him from his own folly. All right, very well. To the Silvertine lodes I shall go. And that is actually good, because that means that I will be able to go to the Silvertine City and take care of that other riddle. We're heading down in the Silvertine lodes, and pretty soon should find Swina, if he hasn't already gotten himself killed by a bunch of goblins, that is. And here we are. And I see quest ring up ahead. So I think we found him, right? There you go. Hello there.
I'm not sure Khazad-dûm can be restored. The orcs have surely ruined it.
Bosi wants me to return to the Chamber of Crossroads? I can't do that now, Petronella. There are goblins next to you. Come, fight by my side. All right, there are goblins next to you. Alright, we'll just addle said goblin. Hey, don't do that to me. For that you die. Okay, I was going to kill that goblin anyways, so therefore, I suppose that wasn't going to be much of a persuasion. Oh, hello! Fancy meeting you here. Yeah, let's see. There you go, and oh. Ah, I should remember, don't ignore those crit possessions. Okay, there you go. Thank you, my friend. Return to Lord Bosley and tell him that these goblins have long memories. Okay, okay. Very well, done, and done. So now, let's head into Silvertine City. Probably don't need to do the other quests that are in here, but I do want to find that riddle. Here we are in the Silvertine City. We have someone here with a few quests. Actually, are there any of them that'll be doable as I'm in the area? Dragonets.
Stand and speak with me. The fate of Khazad-dûm hangs in the balance.
I'll kill the dragonets because they are at least something I'm going to be encountering anyway. I'm not going to worry about all these deep claws. And the other one I'm going to pick up is this one. It's just another riddle. I can sizzle like bacon. I am made with an egg. I have plenty of backbone, but lack a good leg. I peel layers like onions, but I still remain whole. I can be long like a flagpole, yet fit in small holes. What am I? I'm sure you figured that one out by now, even if you haven't done this quest half a dozen times. But let us go through the answer pile when we... Oops! I should be more careful when I go towards them. Oh, actually, I should also... I spent a couple of trait points, and so I got cash. Actually, the all-in... Let's put all in right there. Let's see. And I think cash out and all in should... I sort of think of them as being related, so I'll put them both there. And here's the room we need to go to. As you can see it glowing. And of course that is the answer to the riddle there. Sizzle like bacon. The hissing of a snake. Made with an egg. They hatch from eggs. They have plenty of backbone. Snakes are pretty much all backbone but lack a good leg. Of course, they don't have legs. They can peel layers like onions because of the shedding of the skin, but of course they remain whole. They can be long like a flagpole. Yeah, snake. But of course they fit in small holes because they... Right, that they can fit in small holes, of course. Because they are very thin. In addition to, of course, being very wide. Alright, there you go. So we need to click on that. You have solved the riddle of the serpent, but there's another plaque in the east wall of this room. So now we need to go to the next plaque. That was just a riddle leading us to the riddle. And let's whack these. And of course, checking all of them is going to require me to kill a few dragonets, which is why I took the dragonet quest. And once I once I finish with this one, then I could go and check the other riddle. And this one says, I think I know which one it is, but I'll double check. Right. At night I come without being fetched. By day, though lost, I am not gone. All know me, but only the ocean heeds my call. There you go. We will start with this side. Take our more dragonettes because they're in the way, and of course I got a quest for it. So we have a road here. Now, oh, actually it's a river. But okay, a river or a road, either one, they're still visible during the daytime, so no problem there. Rain comes out day or night, so obviously, doesn't say. We have a moon here. Strange, I thought the moon was on the other side, but okay. Now, of course, the moon is the answer to the riddle because... Well, okay, we could look at those other things afterwards. I'll take this now. You have found the strange rune-marked key within the chest, so I have to take that to Ondot at some point. But, of course, the moon is hidden during the time. Comes out, of course, at night. You can see it very clearly. Now, I know that technically the moon is not necessarily hidden in the daytime, since during a gibbous moon you should be able to see it well enough in the day. But literary tradition at least talks about it being gone, so sometimes literary tradition trumps scientific fact on such matters. And here we go. Here is a map. That certainly can be out in the daytime. A coffin, that certainly has nothing to do with there, and a beetle. Now, it would depend on the species of the beetle, because some might come out during the daytime, some might come out during the night, but obviously the ocean doesn't heed their call, so that sort of makes that moot. And of course that's a reference to the tides. So yeah, I know that there are other types of tides and stuff like that, but as I said, sometimes literary tradition trumps scientific technicality, especially when it comes to riddles. There you go. And we are really going to be, ouch, taking these down. And then just 2 more of these left, and we can go and turn in both the Dragonet quest and the riddle quest. I think the riddle quest is from the... Ooh. Make sure I don't get down too low in my morale. That would be rather embarrassing. I mean, at least kill the last Dragonet first. That way I can turn in the quest if I get sent back to the Stone Circle, since I think the Stone Circle is pretty close to our friend up here. Back up. Yeah, be in stealth, so I don't have to worry about all these stupid clay claws. Yes, I know that the cave claws are just going to go and not bother attacking me if I go through quickly enough. Up to the top, all the way to the top. Did I ever tell you that hobbits hate stairs? Yeah, I'm sure you know that by now. Oh, hello there, just sneaking in. I took care of those dragonettes.
May Durian return soon to his halls.
I am deeply indebted to you. This will make a great difference, I think. for dwarves all over the Silvertine Loads. You have my thanks, Petronella. Has anyone ever told you how incredibly useful you seem to be? Well, some quest givers forget about that. And also, I have this thing that I got from a riddle.
These halls will be great once more.
You are a riddle master as well as a doughty burglar, eh, Petronella? That is most impressive. Let us see what you found here. A key. Interesting. I should hang on to this if I were you. It might come in handy if you were to find any more Twister Tongue's riddling in Moria. Alright, well then, let's head back to the Chamber Crossroads. I've finished helping him.
Thank you for saving Swaina from the goblins and from himself.
Yes, he is strong of arm and valiant. We will have need of him when the days come. I hope he does not get himself into trouble before then. And I've read more of the Book of Mazarbul. Ooh, and what did he find there? We'll have to find that out in the next episode of Piney Plays the Burglar.